Hi, we're looking at CAT 2020 Quant slot 3 part 3. So third slot paper, third part of the series. So here we have F5 equal to 4. We want F10 and F of minus 10. So first let's try to find F10. How do you find F10? That is easy. F of 5 plus 5 is equal to F of 5 into F of 5. So automatically you can make out F of 10 will be 16. That is 4 into 4 will be 16. That's what we got. Now we want negative number, F of minus 10. Normally, if you want to go to negative number, first find a 0 and then go to negative number. So first let's find 0. So f of 0 plus 5 is equal to f of 0 into f of 5. From that you get f of 5 is equal to f of 0 into f of 5. You will get f of 0 is equal to f of 5 upon f of 5, which is 1. The moment I get f of 0 is 1, now let's look at negative number, f of minus 10. How do you get f of minus 10? I can take f of 10 minus 10 will give you f of 0. So I know f of 0. It will give you f of 10 into f of minus 10. So f of 0 I know is 1. F of 10 I know is 16. So f of minus 10 will be 1 upon 16. So once I get that, substitute out here, which will be 16 minus 1 upon 16. Now 1 upon 16 is less than 0.1. So from the option, the only option is D option, 15.9375. That's the answer, right? So f of 10 was easy to find out. F of minus 10, you need to understand that you have to first find f of 0 and then find f of minus 10. So first I found f of 0 using f of 5, and then I used that to find out f of minus 10. With that I got the answer. Okay, 2, 4, 8, 16. So numerator is fine. Let's look at denominator. F of 4 to the base 2 is 2. Okay, and a whole square. Log of 8 to the base 4, you can say log of 2 cube. 8 is 2 cube, 4 is 2 square. Becomes 3 upon 2 log of 2 to the base 2. So it becomes 3 upon 2 the whole cube. Same way here it becomes 4 upon 3 the whole raised to 4, because 16 is 2 raised to 4 and 8 is 2 raised to 3. Okay, now once you understand this, now try to cancel it off. So if I look at it, 4 will get cancelled. If you want, you can add a whole thing. 2 into 4 into 8 into 16 upon 2 square into 3 cube upon 2 cube into this will become, you can say 4 raised to 4 or 2 raised to 8 upon 3 raised to 4. Now 3 cube and 3 raised to 4 will get cancelled, so 3 will remain out here. 2 square cube will get cancelled, 2 will remain. 2 will get cancelled with 2 raised to 8, 7 will remain. Now if you look at the numerator, how much is there? 2 raised to 1, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 raised to 4, which is 2 raised to 10 numerator. So that means it becomes 2 raised to 10 minus 7 into 3. 3 it will go on top, will come multiplication. 2 cube into 3, which will be 24. That will be the answer. Right? So first look at the denominator. 2 square, 3 upon 2 whole cube, 4 upon 3 whole raised to 4. And the numerator, just cancel it off everything. You'll automatically realize the answer will come as 24. Now, this is a slightly longer sum if you look at the logs. Now, when I solved this sum, I didn't have much time in the exam. It was almost the last sum I solved. So I approximated it because first round it was looked very difficult, so I just left it. So I came back to the second round. That's where I thought it would be approximate and get the answer. So how do you approximate? So first took c equal to 1. Okay, you can assume numbers when there is variables. If c is 1, now if you look at 14 raised to what will be 1? So I checked out 14 raised to 1.5. I mean 14 square is 196, I know. So I take 14 raised to 1.5. 14 into 14 raised to half. Okay, 14 raised to 1.5. Now square root of 14 is slightly less than 4. So 14 into less than 4, which is less than 56. But this is 84. So I know it's more than 1.5. Okay, so I'll take it around 1.6 or 1.7 will be. So A will be around 1.6 or 1.7. I know the answer will be integer. I know it's the theta question, should not approximate, but didn't have time. So it's 1.6 or 1.7. B, if I look at it, 36 raised to B. Okay, if I take B, will obviously be smaller. If I take let's say 1.5 to 36 raised to 1.5 is nothing but 36 into 6, 216, too big, much more than that. If I take 36 raised to 1.25 is 36 into square root of 6 also, because square root of 6, when you say 0.25 means square root of square root. Square root of 6 is 2.4 approximately, which if you solve, you should make out 5 square root is approximately 2.2, square root of 6 is approximately 2.4, square root of 7 is approximately 2.6, and so on, approx. So this becomes 72 plus 14.4, it becomes more than 84. So I know it's around 1.25. I know this is around 1.25 approximately, 1.2, 1.25. Now substitute. You can take either 1.6 or 1.7. 6 into 1.25 upon 1 upon C, which is 1, minus 1 upon A, which is 1.6. So this gave you 7.5 into uh, 0.6 upon 1.6, approximately 4, little more than 4. 4 into 6 is 24, little more than, it comes to around, if you look at it, it comes to around 2.6, 2.7. So since I know the answer will be integer, so I have marked this 3. If I take a 1.7, for example, instead of 1.6, if I take 1.7, it will come closer to 3. Okay, because 1 upon a will be smaller, the whole value will be bigger, so it will come closer to 3, so mark 3. Yes, but this is a desperate situation of approximation. If you want to solve this, you have to take logs and solve. Okay, let 14 raised to A equal to 36 raised to B equal to 84 raised to C equal to X. Find log. So if you look at A log 14 equal to log X, or A equal to log of X to the base 14. Similarly, you'll get B equal to log of X to the base 36, and C will be equal to log of X to the base 84. Now substitute out here, 1 upon C minus 1 upon A, if you look at it, is nothing but log of, it becomes reverse. So log of 84 upon log of X is 1 upon C. And minus 1 upon A will become log of 14 upon log of X. Log X becomes common. Log of 14, 4 is log of 84 upon 14, which is log of 6 to the base X. This is what you get here. Now use 6 into B. B is log of X upon log of 36 into 1 upon C minus 1 upon A, log of 6 to the log of X. Log X gets cancelled. So what you get, 6. If you look at log 6 into 2 log 6, because 36 is 6 square, will give you answer 3. So you can solve by logs, convert this equal to logs, log of 14 raised to A, 13 6 raised to B, 84 raised to C equal to X, and make it logs. The hint of getting a log is that the power is variable. To convert to proper number, you have to take a log. So therefore, we take equal to X and then log it out. So when you take log, first point 1 upon C minus 1 upon A, which you get log 6 to the base X. Then substitute in the whole equation 6. Okay, 6B 1 upon C minus 1 upon A, solve it. From there you get 3. Right, I hope this is clear. Yeah, approximation is solved faster than what it was I solved out here. This is just to explain you. But yes, even logs is fine out here. M and N are natural numbers, is the N is even. Okay, let's take each part. 0.2 M upon 20. So that means 4 upon 20 is 0.2. And 0.5 is 10 upon 20 is 0.5. And M upon 20 is between that. So from that I can make out M has to be more than 4 and less than 10. M has to be more than 4 and less than 10. Next, coming to N upon 11. So 0.2, if you look at 2.2 upon 11 is 0.2. And 5.5 upon 11 is 0.5. On N upon 11, so automatically N has to be more than 2.2 and less than 5.5. But you have said N is even. So that means N has to be 4. n has to be 4, n upon m has to be less than 0.5. Okay, so the only number that is possible for m is 9. So n is 4, m is 9. Substitute out here. 9 minus 2 into 4 will give you 1 as the answer. C option. Right? First find the range of m, find the range of n. You'll see there's only one possible value of n, 4. Then substitute n upon m. N is 4 and n upon m has to be less than 0.5. So the only option which is possible is 9. Right? It should be more than 8. So 9. So substitute that, you'll get the answer as 1. Right? Thank you.